Real life, real fans with Riri and Coco. You know, messy, not malicious. Our talk is just delicious with Riri and Coco. You know.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Real Talk, Real Plans with Riri, and Coco is not here. But who do we have today?
Lorrea. Also, what you're reading on Instagram.
Hi, Isatta. Dear B, love me on any platform that I'm on.
Yay! Okay, y'all, today we can kind of play Where in the World is Coco, but I cannot give you the answer because guess who also does not know?
You.
That would be me. Because why I don't know where you at, Coco? I know you watching. Hey, sister, I see you. All right, I'm going to say hey to the chat. We are missing one guest. She's going to pop on and be her normal tardy self. Okay, normal tardy. I am also tardy to the party. And it's fine. It's fine. You know how we are here. For those of you who are new here, welcome. This is a planner-ish podcast where we talk about planning our life, not planning our life, buying stickers, not buying stickers, books, and all kind of stuff, really. We just be talking planner-ish. So if you like that and you like, that kind of thing, then come on and stay a while. And for those of you who are always here, what's up, realists? Guess who loves you? I do. All right, we're gonna say hey to the chat, and then we are gonna find out how was your week. Okay, Candace was first. Hey, Candy girl, Kristen and Fanny and sister and Rochelle with the double time. I like that. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Danielle. This is the episode that you guys asked for. You wanted to talk about books and you didn't want to hear me ramble about books anymore. So we got you some. Hey, Ramona. Hey, Dr. Tompkins. Happy Sunday. Hey, Laquetta. All right. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I saw something about Danny having a baby in the chat and I was like, whoa, Danny, when did you have a baby? How did I miss that? Anyway, Lorrea, how was your week?
I had an interesting week. I had my second colonoscopy as a grown woman. Have a little health issues going on that we're trying to figure out. Other than that, and I work at a school, little kids. Ugh. They're all
All kind
sick.
of germs.
Yes, all kind of germs. But other than that, I'm alive. I'm here to be here to talk about books, and I can't complain about that. So.
Hey, okay. Tell the world again how to say your name. It's Isatta, right?
Isatta. Yes, you got it right.
Isatta, I love that. Y'all, wait, before I ask her how our week was, do y'all remember me coming on here after that book event saying that somebody recognized me and was like, hey, ain't you that planner girl? And I was just like, oh my God. Well, this is who recognized me. You really solidified my face as like a planner. You know what I'm saying? Like you really did that.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you so much. So how was your week, Isatta?
My week was, it was a little bit rough. I work in the customer service aspect of the airline industry. And I'm glad this is about reading because reading is very hard for people. And people be spending money and don't know what they spending money on. So that makes it a little bit hard. Then I am a caregiver, so that has its moments. And overall just a little bit shaky this week. But there's always next week.
It is. And tonight you're gonna get the laugh you deserve. Because we be chilling over here. We be chilling over here. Okay, so I met Lorrea. We ran a book club together.
Started a book club together. It's been 4 years now?
It has. You probably heard me talk about blunts and books before. Joints and journals, blunts and books, There you go. And we just stuck it out, and they have been through the whole sobriety journey, the whole court, all that, and they did not put me out of the book club. They didn't put me out and left me an admin, period. So, tell me a little bit about how you started your. Wait, pause. Time out.
Yeah, because how was your week?
Rewind. Oh, sorry. I had a great week actually. I went on this AA retreat,
Okay.
and I have like in my AA group. Hey y'all, if y'all watching, it is a group of considerably older women from me, and they are all white.
Okay.
And so we were going to a remote cabin in the woods with no reception, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know. And so I was really, really anxious, really, really nervous about going. And so I went. And it was really, really nice. It was not as cabiny as I thought it was going to be. I mean, it was a cabin, but it wasn't like Little House on the Prairie. We talking about like it had like a great stove. Like it looked like one of them ones you can rent out.
Okay.
And it was all the women that I knew and not a bunch of strangers. So it was fine. It was great. It was peaceful. I was on the water. I got a hot tub, wore my new bathing suit that I got from you, Lorrea. Listen, my whole world is just like really small knit, right? You see that? Like everything is just like, nope, I wore that. You made it. Oh, look, we got somebody late and she ain't even too late. We still at the introductions. And so after that, hold on, I'm gonna introduce you in 2 seconds. But after that, I came home and I just been big chilling. But it was nice. It was peaceful. Water is everything. Realist, tell me how your week was and tell me what's in your cup. All right, Shawndra, what it do, boo?
Hey, sorry, technical difficulties, child.
Girl, it's fine. We real chill over here.
Yeah, I'm Shawndra.
How was
Popping
your week?
pages on the internet. My week was good. It was tiring. I'm officially at the end of book event season. I'm not doing that again. Not the way that I did this year. I am exhausted.
Back to back.
I've been
You could go
outside
to
all
3
year.
B's and Southern Hearts.
Girl, yeah.
I saw that. Content was great though. The content was tea.
Tell me which ones you went to.
I'm not even done with my content, child. I started my year with Black Romance Book Fest.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I started my year with Black Romance Book Fest. I went to Indie Love, which was 3 weeks after Black Romance Book Fest. I went to House Party, which was a month after Indie Love.
Listen, that's the one I was mad I didn't go to. I wanted to go to that.
House Party is worth every penny. I will say that.
I wanted to go to that.
There was an event locally that I'm not going to speak too negatively on, but I went to that in August, and then went to 3B last weekend, and I went to Southern Hearts this weekend. Don't nobody invite me to nothing else for 2025. I don't even know what year we in no more. Don't nobody invite me to nothing else. Okay.
You
And did
sound
you
like
have
I got
two
the
of your
heat.
own book events?
Huh?
Did you have two of your own book events as well?
Oh, girl. I had a meetup in March. I had a picnic in June. I had the wine thing in August. I have another wine thing November 14th. I won't be officially done with book stuff until November 17th.
This is your life now. Get over it. You wanted
Girl.
this. You spoke it.
And-
We were there when you said it, weren't we, Lori?
And I don't want to be like, I'm not negative. I'm not being negative about it, right? A nigga just tired. Ain't nobody told me I needed this much rest to be doing all
Allow
of that.
me to be the first to let you know, as a Black woman, when you're doing one too many things, if you're not Black, please understand I'm not talking about you. As a Black woman, if you're doing one too many things, that usually means that you're avoiding something, which is a symptom of depression. So please also give yourself some rest, but also please be aware that you really wanted to do this. And now here you are. Yeah, you.
I know, right? I've been having to talk to my therapist about it because I was like, girl, this is getting ghetto. I'm tired.
It's ghetto over
But
here. It's ghetto. All right. So, like we always do, I want to know what's in your cup. Lori, what you got today?
Oh, I'm just drinking water today because I had a little cough going on.
Yeah,
Then
y'all
I have
all
a
sound like
nasty
y'all
little
got the
kid.
heebie-jeebies.
Yes. So I just got a little water. Calm my throat while I have to do the talking.
Isatta.
I have an Italian sparkling flavored beverage blood orange. It's a knockoff of a San Pellegrino. But it was at Aldi's and it was 76 cents. I was like, yeah, bet.
I need that.
Yeah.
Candy got that high quality H2O. All right, Shawndra, what you got?
I am drinking Corbel sweet cuvee. I don't know.
Oh, fancy.
And a little bit of grapefruit juice.
Oh,
I like grapefruit juice. I miss grapefruit juice. I haven't had it in a long time.
And you should not.
I'm getting into it. I'm getting into it. I don't mind it anymore.
Sherry says she got that good old raspberry iced tea. Hey, Tiffany. Bloom energy drink and high quality H2O.
Is the Bloom energy drink, like, does it taste good? I side eye Bloom real bad.
I don't know, because so many people like MLM it, right? Like they're all like,
okay, it's not just me. Cool. Okay.
No, it's like everywhere. I'm like, I'm not drinking that shit. But she most of the time drinks like an Alani drink, and it's really
I love Alani.
I had an Alani gummy, and it was pretty good.
I feel like I had Alani before.
Oh, right. You gotta drink some.
Make sure you put some salt in your water if you're dehydrated. Just a little bit, though, not too much.
Ooh, lime Diet Coke.
Okay, then.
Fancy. Ooh, peppermint ginger tea. Hey, Becca, welcome. Sorry, Becca. Teal's Gold got white cranberry juice. I like it.
Oh,
quality H2O. Nixter said Alani is delicious.
Is so good. I need witch's brew yesterday. I can't find none, and I don't want to go to the vitamin shop.
Ooh, Fan said she got water. Ooh, she said Celtic salt. I said that right? Celtic salt. Yeah. That's what I thought.
What a grown up.
Sometimes I can't see. I need spectacles. I have, I think, a Starbucks Sumatra something with the sugar cookie holiday creamer. It's pretty tasty, and y'all know I'm double doing it today. Got my water, my stolen Stanley cup. Thanks, Sarah. You auntie, love you.
Let me tell the people I'm over here.
Oh yeah. I didn't even listen. I was so off this week. I didn't even post it to stories, no link or nothing. So if somebody put the, I don't know, I'll find you a link. Ooh, lavender honey tea.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Right before bed. Mm-hmm.
I know. Cindy said she about to make a good cup of coffee. Let's go.
Coffee.
I love y'all ADD and ADHD girlies because y'all drink coffee right before bed. And
I'm like, what's going on?
Love it.
Coffee. It's a thing.
They go right to sleep.
You know, this is a shameless plug since she said it. But if you'd like to buy us a coffee, there's a link in my bio. You can buy us a coffee. One day we're going to be able to pay our people who come on. I'll buy them a coffee too. Ooh, sound good. Okay, nice and warm, and toasty. Okay, y'all. So we are always on here and we're talking about books and stuff, and we're talking about planners. So my question for you now, as we transition into what it is, like, you guys, when I think of book content, of course, we think of the big names, right? But we have to start somewhere. And so when I think about people who start their Bookstagram accounts and stuff like that, I always reference you guys. And so I want to know, my first question is, what made you want to start a Bookstagram, book thread, book talk, book anything? And I'll start with you, Lorrea, just because you're on the top of my screen.
Well, actually, I started with a good old blog back in the day. That's how I started, the book blog. And then I transitioned over to Instagram, which is still not, I'm not big on the Instagram. I post every once and again. I wouldn't call myself a book influencer, but I love my books and I love to talk about books. It made me become a librarian at the school I'm at.
A media specialist. I love that for you.
Yes. And making the babies love the books. So that's always my goal when I post something. I just, to make more people love books.
I love it. Kind of like me with the planner. I call myself the planner evangelist because, baby, y'all gonna get these planners. What? You don't need no planner. Who are you? What are you talking about?
Y'all be
Okay.
making me want to be organized so bad.
I mean, we didn't say we were organized. We said we
I
had a
said y'all
plan.
make me want to be. The appearance is everything.
Oh yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Mhm.
Okay. I mean, Isatta, how did you get started with your account? And do you want to share like what your name means? Because I think Lorrea's is a little, what do you call it? Obvious. Yeah, obvious. Like, I mean, what you read now? That's what I want to know. But
Oh, my handle, yes. So
yeah,
I
your
started similar to Lorrea. I started a blog. My name used to be The Abominable Book Girl.
Okay.
And then unfortunately, there's a book club called the Abominable Book Club, which is it's not a problem. They also have an Abominable Book Box. The thing is, those are horror based, and I'm a scaredy cat. I'm trying not to cuss. I am afraid of everything. So
I was like, you can cuss. I'm not
okay, I was, and then people were like, "Oh my God, you're so adorable. There's nothing abominable about you." Blah blah blah, and I was like, fine. So after a while of being dormant on my page, I was like, well, let me just revitalize. First and foremost, I love Beverly Jenkins, right? And my middle name starts with B. It's Boomshilla. It's a title. It's a whole thing. And also, I'm talking about books to book buddies. So I write reviews, I write reflections in letter format that start with Dear B, which could be me talking to Beverly Jenkins. It could be me talking to myself. Could be me talking to my book besties, my besties in general. And then I end them with Love Me. The unfortunate side effect is a lot of people think my name is B. I don't really trip though, because my middle name starts with a B and my mom calls me Miss B. But that was the purpose of my name. I transitioned into Bookstagram and I'm trying to do the book talk thing, but and now that I'm being a little bit more consistent with my content, it is doing a little bit. But consistency was my main issue. But that was the purpose. I just wanted to talk about books. I want to say I'm not an influencer. However, I've been doing this thing called Fab or Flop Fridays. And apparently, I thought people were just like watching and being like, yeah, girl, whatever, you just talking mess. But apparently, people are deciding whether or not they're going to read a book based on what I say. Please don't do that. So I guess I influenced a little bit.
Influence, encourage, discourage. It's all about the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I watch them and I'll go, oh, okay. The only reason I don't read more is because most of them are like romancy. And so sometimes I'll be like, how much y'all gonna be hunching?
A lot.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how much y'all gonna be hunching? Do you have a plot with your hunch? See, that's what I just need you to include when you're thinking about me.
Oh, well, I usually say something like, I'm very honest and I do it objectively.
You are. But
yeah, so if it's porn on page, I will let you know. Oh, this is porn on page, just so we're clear.
But as long as they have a plot, I don't care about the porn.
No, I said porn on page. I didn't say nothing about a plot. I said porn on page.
All right. Shawndra, tell me something. Popping pages.
I don't know where my name came from. I had a list of books. I mean, a list of names, and I sent it out to my friends, and I said, "Which ones y'all like more?" That's essentially how my name came up.
I remember. I voted in that.
So
we voted in that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
She is also a founding member of Blunts and Books. That is how we the top 3. I don't know if y'all see what I see, but that is how we met. And she was the main one who was like, girl, I ain't gonna put you out. Even them 2 years, I ain't gonna put you out. And I appreciate that. Okay, but sorry. Continue.
No, you're good. I don't know. I started my friend Jaleesa already had like a Bookstagram page. Everybody know Jaleesa reads. Mm-hmm. And I remember her sending us the link to hers. I was like, oh, bitch, you be reading books? So that's when I realized that like niggas got online and was actually talking about the things that they were doing, or the hobbies that they enjoyed. And sometime in 2023, I was just like, I'm gonna make me an Instagram. And I kept saying it. I'm just doing it. I don't know why I was stressing out about it, bitch. It's just Instagram.
It's just Instagram.
And I finally started the page. I think it'll be almost 2 years this year. I think this month. Yeah, it'll be 2 years this month. So I kind of got on there first, and I just wanted to talk about books or like kind of do like reviews and stuff. But I wasn't being true to myself. It wasn't until I started having fun for real, and let loose. Because again, this is Instagram. Ain't nobody judging me.
That is not a real place.
Right.
Let's have fun.
Nobody is paying me for this. Like I can just be myself. So once I broke out of that, content started being fun for me. I can't really tell you what I do on my page because it's chaotic just as I am. Sometimes I'm doing actual book reviews. Sometimes I'm just showing you what I'm reading for the week. Sometimes I'm tossing my ass and that seems to upset the girl sometimes.
Not me.
Hey, we love a good twerk. We love a good twerk.
I don't give a damn who it upsets. I'm still going to do it.
Candace has put links to people's Instagrams up. I'm gonna put them up so everybody can click it if they want to. I'm listening. Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, that's pretty much my content. I'm just gonna show y'all whatever I feel like talking about. Like today, I came home and I set up my ring light and I told everybody that they was not better than me. So
with her books, can I point of interruption? First of all, no, I don't want to see nothing.
I'm showing them to you. Here you go.
I don't appreciate you feeling like you better than everybody because you clicked faster and you knew how to get your card in there in time.
No, let me tell you why. See, that's how I know you ain't watched the full video because I was better than y'all before that. Let me tell you something. I got the hookup.
Full video because as soon as I saw, I was a hater already.
That's okay. Because guess what?
Scroll. I like it. Scroll.
I got the hookup. Okay, let me. Hey, I want you to know something. I got the hookup. So while everybody was scrambling on Friday morning trying to order, I had ordered mine Thursday afternoon while I was at work chilling. Okay, because I got the hookup. So I am better than y'all.
You know what? That's why you sleepy. I
don't care. Because guess what? I don't care. Take this bra off. I'm getting into bed. I don't care.
Climb it right in.
Still better than you.
Take it off.
I got book one. I have book one.
Oh, I got all three.
I have this on.
So do you want to tell? Wait, why y'all arguing? Do you want to tell the people what books y'all arguing over?
Yes, absolutely. Let me bring them back out because I got to make you jealous again so you can see them. So we are talking about. Hey, look at the camera.
No.
You see this?
No.
Tempted by Danger. Let me see if
this is Tempted by Danger. This is the Danger series thus far by India Carter. So this is Tempted by Danger. And then we have Captivated and Intrigued by Danger. Okay, so you talking about porn on the pages with the plot?
With plot, yeah.
With the plot. Yeah. Okay, so before we get into the second segment, I want to ask this question. Quick, rapid fire though. Rapid fire style. What book made you want to throw it across the room? Just one real quick. Shawndra, go.
Perfect Peace by Daniel Black.
Oh, love Dr. Black. Love him. He was my professor. Isatta.
I don't remember the name of the last book in the Twilight series. By Stephanie Meyer. I did throw it, actually.
Okay.
Her.
Lorrea.
Enigma.
By who?
Threw it straight out the window.
C.M. Barnes.
The author of Enigma. That's what I was trying to find right now. What's her name?
C.M. Barnes. That's my homegirl.
C.M. Barnes. Yes. If y'all are taking notes, can y'all put this somewhere? Because I ain't taking notes today. In the chat, if you want to go ahead and drop a book that made you throw it across the room, let me know. I'll start putting them up while they start asking questions. If you know who it's by, also go ahead and put it on there, so that we can all take notes. You know, I usually do. I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna adjust. So in a minute, I got you.
All right.
All right. So book clubs, blessings, burdens, curses. You know what I'm saying? It's all a thing. How did you start? Well, I know how we started it, but I'll just go. How did you guys decide to, Lorrea, how did you continue to start with Blunts and Books, right? And then Shawndra, how did you go from running Blunts and Books to starting your own group also? And then Isatta, Isatta, what
Book club in Miami.
Yeah. So just how did you get started? How do you handle it? When is it a burden? When is it a blessing? Like somewhere around in there. Just fill me in.
So for me, I mean, I've been smoking since I was 19 years old, and I'm about 20 years, 30 years past that now. So for the past, 30 years, I've been smoking weed and reading books is what I love. And I wanted to find other people who did too. And I stumbled upon this. I don't know if it was on Facebook, is how I initially stumbled across it. And so there were just a few of us, I think there were 4 or 5 of us just to start it off with. And then we grew. We moved from, 40-minute meetings. Sometimes we have hour meetings, 2-hour meetings. We have just sessions where we just hang out and chat about what's going on in our lives. And I love the camaraderie. I've never had part of a club, a book club or anything like that, where it was all Black women who enjoyed the same things, who could talk about books without, you know, getting on each other's nerves or offending anyone or anything like that. So
Right.
I love this book club. It is technically run by someone else, but I think Shawndra and I have taken over as the runners of it because I start every meeting. Shawndra's in charge of putting the books in the Facebook page, and we seldom hear from our faithful, non so faithful leader. And I know she's got a lot going on in life, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I love
I
it.
remember the side chats of being like,
What's going on?
Right. Where you at?
Put you at your own group.
Order.
I mean, not in a bad way. Like, Adrian, we fuck with you heavy. But, I'm going to talk smack. I'm messy, not malicious.
I had
Right.
questions.
And I mean, I just can't wait for the day we can all be together. I know we tried so many times and life is just lifing us out of it. But I would love to. I've never met these ladies in person, but I feel like they're my best friends. So
I know.
that's what that book club is like.
When I saw that heifer at the graduate event, I was like, you didn't tell me you was coming down here.
Oh, I sure didn't see you there.
I was like, you did not tell me.
Oh, girl, that's another book event I went to. You see how I keep forgetting?
I keep looking like,
I actually thought that was the one you said you was going to skip over. You was like, I don't want to talk about that one.
No. That was something totally different. I forgot about the Granger one altogether. Granger, I had a good time at hers. The tickets was $20, so I was never really
so much fun.
But I had a really good time.
Okay, I didn't know. That's why I didn't even. I was just like,
I forgot that I even went there, child.
Shout out to Candace for dropping the links, babes. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Candace.
I think that event. I don't even want to talk about it because that was foolishness. It's just ghetto. Anyway, I had been with Blunts and Books since 2020. I think that's when we started. Yeah, during the pandemic is when we started.
Oh, yeah, we started it during the pandemonium. Oh.
And, okay, cool. I had been talking to y'all for like 3 years online. I'm like, okay, it's time for me to make outside friends talking about books. So I posted something like trying to create a book club. And the day the book club happened, nobody shows up. I'm by myself at the restaurant. So I'm like, well, I'm about to go to the Mexican restaurant and have me some margaritas at least to make myself feel good. And so I posted it it wasn't no sympathy post or nothing like that.
Right. It's like, just a statement. Yeah.
The Black Girls Read Too group.
Yeah.
And people in the comments was like, girl, where you at? Where you live at? Let's do this. And that's essentially how that book club started. So some people in my DMs came into my DMs, and I started a book club with them, and that's been going on since, I think it's been about 2 years. Yeah, I think the beginning of 2023 is when that happened. And then that was that book club, and then I ended up creating a virtual one because I was talking about that one, and people was like, "Well, I can't do it in person, but I could do virtual." So I was like, "Okay, cool." And then I ended up joining my friend Jaleesa's book club. So I'm in 4 book clubs.
Yeah.
It's a little.
I meant to say
It's a
shout out
little
to
exhausting.
finding Ratchet. The chat
But
moved
don't
too
you
fast and they disappeared.
don't you
Oh,
love it when everything happens at the same time when you're reading the same at least one book for 2 book clubs? It makes life so much better.
girl, I try to do that as often as possible.
Same.
If a book has already been decided in a different book club, by the time I get to Blunts and Books, I'm suggesting that book too. Somebody got to help me out here. Like I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Like I have book club next Sunday. I have 3 books to read for that because we're reading a series, so I have to read that all of those by next Sunday.
What's the series? You can't just
Oh
be
my
dropping about what we're doing and not tell me what it is.
It's with cook. It's the cook. Is it like cookie dough? It's by Bella J.
Oh,
So
Bella
okay.
J.
yeah. So with cookies on top. It's what the mistletoe one with cookies on top, and then cookie dough. So
Okay.
I have to read all 3 of those, and then I have to read the reformatory for my podcast, and I have
That's what we're
to
reading in The Dark Side.
Child, I ain't got there yet, but I'm gonna listen to.
Good.
I got the
It's
audiobook, so I'm gonna do some Legos and hopefully get
so
through that.
good.
I'm also. I keep forgetting that I be signing up for shit. Why do I sign up for shit? I also have to. We're doing a buddy read of Our Vicious Oaths, so I have to do that this week. I also have one more book to read for my podcast.
But you be reading fast. You know what I'm saying? Like you be getting through them. How many books? Wait, no.
She just feels overwhelmed because there's too many, and at least one of those books, and the 3 are at least 600 pages.
Isatta, tell me how you got started with your
2
book
of them
club. Let me go back.
I said at least one. I tried to help my bad girl. So I am a part of the Black Romance Book Club. It was started by Ashley, who has the reader book box. This is one of the items that I got. It's a little pencil pouch that says she reads.
Aww.
I have a box over here too, but that's not the point. Anyway, so this was in 2020 during the panoramic, and she would do these like Friday night live situations, just because I forget the name of it. Reader's Delight. And so we were talking, then she decided to just have a book club one day, and I showed up and I just kept showing up. It is virtual. We have gotten to meet. The first time they all got to meet was when Indie Love was in Louisiana. But then life happened, so I couldn't go to that one. But then we did house party. All of us did house party together. Not this one, but the one in 2023. A time was had. The alcohol was free, and we acted the way we were born to act. Somebody has pictures of me with 2 drinks in my hand at the same time because they were on me. We read Black romance on purpose. So if we're reading something and it's not Black romance, it was probably an accident because we didn't know. Because I don't read synopsis. It just feels like a spoiler. I judge books by their covers and I read from vibes. That's how I decide what I'm reading. So it's Black romance. We read Black romance. It's catered to Black women. And we've been rocking since. For the most part, I and my friend Erica, whose page is Erica Lenice, sometimes she runs the show, sometimes Ashley, sometimes me. It really just depends, but it's been a good time. And much like how Lorrea was explaining, and a little bit Shawndra was explaining too, we can go for hours. We don't have a set time. You come and go as you please. We discuss the book. We rate the book. If the book is less than 3 stars, we will not post the book because we just, and we'll talk about
we're trying
life.
to dog you down, right? Like we're not trying to dog
not intentionally.
Yeah.
We're not trying to. So we'll talk about life. We'll talk about books. We'll talk about the authors, what's going on in the book space, what's going on in the world. We'll just have a good old time.
I love that. That's one thing that I do miss about being able to go to Blunts and Books, because now we have a consistent time that we record every Sunday night. And so it's always at 9. Theirs is always at 8. So I'm like always, or 7:30, 8 o'clock. So I'm always like trying to eat dinner, hop on for a minute, but I'm making it happen. I'm reading the books, I'm back in that thing. But yeah, it's really hard to like remain consistent, and you know what I'm saying? Like, so what are some ways that you help yourself like plan for the consistency? Like, is it like, okay, this is the first quarter of the year, let me go ahead and drop all these dates in? Like, how do you work that out with, your, I guess, the attendance of the book club meetings, and then we'll get to the content aspect of it.
Well, for us, it's come whether you've read the book or not. Come, let's just be together and hang out.
Show
Let's
for
talk
community.
talk about whatever, And we have members in Blunts and Books who don't smoke, which we found out after we let them in. But I mean, we do have members who don't
lying
smoke.
asses, liars. No, I'm just joking.
Right. So I think it's just all about feeling comfortable, and this is my one day out of the month that I have it's on the calendar, on the family calendar. Everyone knows 8 o'clock, the last Sunday of the month, Mom has book club. You leave Mom alone. Anything you need, you got to figure it out before then or after.
While you were gone, this is what you missed on Glee. So I just was asking, it's okay. I was just asking the question about like, with so many book clubs, so many things to do, how do you schedule like the events, the club meetings? Like, how do you do that? Not the content aspect, because I'm going to get to that part, but like, how do you get what I'm saying? Tell me how you do it. How do you work your magic, Isatta?
For us, we meet every other Sunday. We vote so toward the middle to end, we have a member named MJ. She is the organized of organized. So usually she keeps us on track about, so what do we rate the book? So what are we reading next week? So if we can't decide, we'll literally just drop books in there. I have a strategy in which whatever is in my KU that needs to be cleared out is what I'm suggesting. I don't care about nothing else. She got to get this off. And so that's usually what we do. And then we'll either all vote on it. If we can come to a consensus, then when we come to the consensus at book club, we'll pick that. If not, then usually what we end up doing is we'll put a poll in our like separate group chat and decide by Wednesday. But we meet every Sunday. I already know Sunday, 6 p.m. Central Standard. If I'm working, because usually I'm working on Sundays, I try to get that little block of time off because it's book club time.
Right. Okay. So it's every Sunday or every other Sunday?
Every other Sunday. Our next meeting is on the 19th.
I'm so glad that you were able to come hang with us today. I appreciate that so much. I know it was a little crazy, but y'all know ADHD. All right, Shawndra.
I don't know if I really have. I don't know if I have a plan. Shit just be happening. I almost always forget when a book club meeting is, or what we plan to read. Like,
I'm the day before. Like, what we reading, y'all?
Yeah, like, my podcast has 2 episodes that we are recording this month, so that's 2 books that I have to read. So I'm like, wait, we doing the book of the month too? Like, I just thought we was doing the interview, but I forgot that we scheduled the book of the month. So like, now I'm like, yeah. So now I have 2 weeks essentially to read all these books.
You can do it.
Yeah. And it does get, like, these events do get in the way of my reading time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could have been done with the books needed for next Sunday.
And you're very social, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be one thing if you went to the event and you weren't talking to nobody, weren't getting to know nobody, but you're very social. You're very pleasant. Like, when I first met you, like, it was like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like we was family immediately, right? You know? So I
A
mean,
blessing and a curse.
it is. Listen,
A blessing and a curse. So
I'm
I'm
talking
like,
to a chatty Cathy.
because like I can't go sit in the corner at none of the book events and
No.
read my book real quick because
You're a
niggas know who.
celebrity.
Ugh, I don't like to say that, but
That's we said it, not you. That's fine.
Right. I mean, you guys are. I mean, you have more followers than the Lala. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's not a million, but it's on its way. It's still very fresh, and you guys are already growing and consistent.
Oh, that's something I'm not. Well, I'm not as consistent as other people. I be looking at other
Right.
people
But you
and
are
their content.
consistent.
I be like, what y'all do? How do y'all? Some people are
Liars.
Professional. You know,
they're so professional. Like I promise you, we went to Southern Hearts this weekend. Friday night was the mixer. Saturday morning, people already have content up. Am I serious or are you? Because I just
all
rolled
that
up.
means though is they got theirs out the way because we were waiting for yours. Now that the fanfare has died down, that's what that means.
Sure.
You got to reframe it.
That's what we're gonna say. They is for serious, and I'm for play.
I don't necessarily think that's for serious, right? Like, I'm not saying that it's not accurate, right? Like, that you can be just that serious, but you chose to use your time spending quality time with the people that you met versus spending your time giving your social currency to the interwebs when you can interweb when you get home. You can interweb on the plane, you can interweb in the car, but that time there, you know.
Oh, girl, I thought I lost my Kindle Street just now. I'm good. I just remembered I read.
It's
I read
okay. I
yesterday.
could have helped you fix it. It was fine. Don't worry about it.
I forgot. I just had to think about it real quick. My bad.
We could have fixed it after. It would have been fine.
Luckily, I still got time tonight. Tired.
Exactly. Kristen said they could be using AI to help. They could have people that they're sending it to, you know, to get it done for them.
There is a pseudo celebrity who has appeared on a reality TV show that Black women do watch. She is now she has a publishing company, I think now. And she apparently be at the book events. Now, ain't no apparently. She
say
do
allegedly and just say the name, girl, because I need to know.
She be there. And she don't read no book. She is. She don't read no books. She get her assistant to read them for her.
Give me a hint. You know,
you can tell us off here too. You could just message it because I want to know. But
there's a private chat. I'll put it in the private chat because I don't want to fuck up nobody bad because get your money, Black woman. But
we support it, but also be for real.
The way I look at it is a lot of bookish content creators. I'm not saying that it's impossible to read as much as some of them read. I'm not saying that, but I am saying that it's impossible for you to digest. It's impossible for you to,
You'd be surprised.
I think a lot of it is more for show. And I'll just say it that way. I think a lot of it is more for show. I don't really follow many bookstagrams because comparison is the thief of joy, right? And I was a whole ass English major, whole ass English teacher, baby. I will read, but when I find myself speeding through the books that I'm enjoying in order to keep up with some made up number that I see, you know what I'm saying? I immediately was like, you know what? Let me stop this. My book goal is always going to be however old I turn that year until I get 50 and then I quit. I don't even really count. Like, I don't set a goal. I'm not rating books. I'm just reading, enjoying. I will start a book directly over again just to catch the parts that I didn't miss. Like, I'm like deep reading, like I'm in school again, right? Sending essays to my friends and, like, let me tell you what I noticed in these 2 books that I'm reading, but I don't know. It just feels performative. That's the word I've been looking for. It feels performative.
I can agree with that. I do think some people try to make it like a competition. And that's like, I had to, so for me personally, I had to stop tracking my books. Yeah. I don't track how much I read. I don't, because I was actively going into Storygraph and updating it because Storygraph does not automatically update like Goodreads does when I read on my Kindle. Hey DL.
Yeah.
But I had to stop tracking it because it's not a competition. I don't want to feel like I'm behind on my reading because
something that's supposed to be pleasurable.
yeah, like it's reading is fun
Right.
for me. So when it gets to a point where it is no longer fun,
Gotta stop.
then I will like take a back seat. So like even so when I was at Black Book Bash, I was a moderator and I had to read the books because the authors picked out the books that they wanted to discuss. So I had to read those books. And so I remember one of the books was good to me. Like all of the books I really enjoyed. All of the books that I read, I enjoyed. I would recommend them. And I'm probably going to go back and review them on my page. But I remember being in the middle of one, like, oh my God, I'm so tired of reading this. I want to read my goddamn shit. Like, I want to read the stuff I want to read. I don't want to read what y'all telling me to read no more. So that's what I was like, okay, maybe I just. So I had to stop reading that book, go read some urban fiction real quick. I needed somebody to get shot. So I had to read some of that real quick. And then I was like, okay, now I can finish these books that y'all are asking me to read because I don't want it to feel like homework. It's not supposed to be homework for me.
It's not.
Yeah.
That's why
That's what I
sometimes
felt.
I don't even review books because my Instagram is not homework for me. It's supposed to be fun. And if I'm not having fun, what is the point of me doing it?
I really
Right. That's
love
how I felt
on it.
when I first joined NetGalley. I was like, ooh, let me say yes to everything. And now it's now a lot more selective.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to the for me it's twofold. There are definitely people, there's always somebody, right? There are definitely people who are very performative in general on social media, whether it's reading a certain amount of books, whether it's buying X amount of books, whether it's saying that you own every book and everything and blah 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 and having the trophies. All of that can be performative, right?
Yes.
I'm saying that knowing that I also be buying stuff, but I buy stuff that I do tell myself no. There are people who will read, who have already read 200 something books because number one, they're fast readers. Number two, whatever job they have, they're able to, and then there's other people who I wholeheartedly, based on the fact that when they talk about the books, I read the books and that's not what happened in the book. You ain't read that for real. So I do think it's twofold. I track my books to an extent. There's sometimes where I'm super active on Goodreads. I'm writing whole essays, especially since I've been doing the Faber Flop. Sometimes, honestly, I'm like, this is going to end because it's ending in October for at least this part because I need to take my reading time back. Because some of these books, and I'm doing it, I have research behind it that nobody asked me to do. I just got really nosy one day and wanted to track it. I'm saying, leave me alone. I got really nosy one day and I wanted to track it. And I've tracked a bit and I've learned quite a bit about the way the Amazon Kindle process works, at least for the urban fiction and romance genres. But sometimes when I'm reading these books and they are really not good, I'm like, I don't think y'all understand the type of human being that I actually am.
Yeah.
And the fact that what I'm saying in these reviews, because I had one author be upset with me, you don't understand that what I said was nice.
Right.
I re-recorded this 5 times to ensure this was nice and neutral because I'm not of the ministry of, oh, if you don't like a book, keep it to yourself. Why? I won't tag you because that's disrespectful.
Correct.
But
Right.
if I had to read it, I'm going to talk about it. Mm-hmm.
Listen, I have my book bestie, one of my book besties. Let me tell you something. When she hate a book, baby, you go hear it. I keep telling her, just do a Ray reads and rants. I just want to hear it. She will send, I have her reading a Sarah Janet book just so I can hear her complain.
Ooh, which one?
I don't even know the name of it.
If it's that Assassin's one, I'm right there with her because I have rants for that one.
I'm like, read this one because I think you'll hate it. I just want to hear about it. You know what I'm saying? But when I tell you she gonna eat your book up, eat my book up, I'm talking about books that I love, and I just have to like cry, like, don't talk about it like that. But I love to hear about it. You know, and just go through the process. I rarely review books. I rarely review books. I'll talk to my book booze about that, but I don't want to hurt an author's feelings because hell, you wrote a book and I didn't. But one of the things I wanted to say was that when I was just reading this book, y'all made me read, not made, but people kept suggesting it, and it's out of my genre. It was called Cutthroat. And then the other one was called Don't Call Me Crazy. I find myself being a teacher and highlighting the mistakes or highlighting things that just didn't flow, like that ain't how you supposed to say it. You know, and
I feel you.
but I ignore it for the sake of the plot.
I used to have those issues too, but when it comes to indie authors, I will give them grace.
A little bit.
Yeah, not a lot. You know, it depends on how new you are.
Yeah.
Well,
and your attitude.
That too, because like I do have 2 friends who this year debuted books.
CM Barnes and who else?
CM Barnes and D.H. Renfro.
Okay.
D.H. Renfro has Creative Differences out, and Sky High should be out at the end of this month. I think she said. I think it's October 30th. So I understand, especially when they start talking about cost and stuff like that. Like,
heck yeah,
a good editor is not cheap for somebody that is literally
paying
just starting out, and that's all they got. Because some of these editors a good editor, let's say that, and you have to, there are different types of editors, right? So it takes some money for them to get it together. Now, what they can do is have people read their things. Have your friends read your books so that they can see the mistakes that you're not seeing.
Right. Because you don't read it so many times.
You know what you're trying to say.
Yes.
So you're not going to catch your mistakes. So even when DH or CM are asking me to look over stuff, this is where you mess up at. You need to go back and say this. I actually need you to slow down because what the fuck are you saying? Like, so have somebody at least take a second look at it. I think that's where some people could, because it's understandable. Y'all don't have the money right now. $600-$700 just to drop on editing right now is crazy. Especially, and then you got to get cover art and all this other stuff. So I can see how in the beginning editing kind of goes to the wayside, but there are tools that people can use. You can pay for Grammarly, you can pay for a subscription, like you can pay for a subscription service. You don't have to pay $600 to get it edited, but Grammarly is not that expensive. So like,
and stop using Chappie. Stop using Chappie. Stop it.
Yeah, don't
y'all wonder why I'm the problem child. I'ma shut up.
She's not wrong though. Like, go
ahead, Lorrea.
I'm willing to give certain people excuses or grace.
Lorrea, you had something to say?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw your hand raised. My bad.
It may have been, but not to say something.
Like, don't preaching to the choir.
Probably,
White said that honest criticism, is good for all art forms, including books, but continue to leave the authors actually out of it. And I've been watching a lot of YouTube lately, which has been taken away from my audiobook time, but ADHD squirrel. So a lot of times they will say, hey, this video is about you. This is not for you and your audience. Like, just go ahead and cut it off. Come on, Pookie, get off of here. This is not for you. And my sister growing up, she would always be like, I'm talking about you, not to you. And I'd be like, dang.
Clarification.
So I really love that. And she also said that for about 5 years, honey, every time a teacher read her debut, she got an email. She had to send it through about several rounds of editing. But, I try not to, it's just a habit. Turning over the cleanest version of a draft means a lower edit invoice. Yes.
Yep.
True.
Yep.
Ray
Essentially.
said it is the first Crescent book, and she is in hell every time.
First Crescent City book. Which Crescent City book you saw? Crescent City.
She's talking about Sarah J.
Sarah Janet.
Oh,
I told her I have her reading it just to complain.
Does she listen in that one? Because one thing about Sarah Janet, I'm gonna call her what you call her because I got names for all of them. One thing about Sarah Janet, she's gonna have an FMC who don't damn listen. Why don't you listen? Why don't you make sense? There was a book about an assassin and a girl, there was candy on a bed. She didn't know who left the candy on the bed and she ate it. And she's supposed to be an assassin. I closed the book and I stopped and thought about it. And I said, wait. Then when I gave the book 3 stars for that, amongst other reasons, because what you're not going to do is you're not going to push a love triangle and think I'm going to believe you. I don't believe you. I wrote my 3-star review, didn't tag nobody, said what I had to say. I was moving on. Somebody's going to come and tell me, oh, you should be more lenient. She wrote this book when she was 16. The books get good in the series by book 4. You want me to stay here for 3 more?
Book 4.
Thank you.
Oh, she published this when she was 16. Did I tell her to do that? What does that have to do with me?
Can we just rewind for a minute and please know that my 5-year-old, 15-year-old ain't gonna eat no candy left on the bed by somebody that he don't know who
He's
left it there?
supposed to be an assassin. So you're stupid and an assassin. Should you have sharp weapons? Because why are you eating candy that you don't know who? I was so confused. I said, this is who y'all be talking about? Then I read Akatar because the girls were like, oh, Akatar is so much better. Farah is no different than a girl in the... They're the same person.
So I gave her a try with Akatar.
She don't
So did
listen.
I listened to the first audiobook. I did the graphic novel.
First of all, that's really messed up. That's so corny to me. I can't do them. I tried.
I have done other graphic audiobooks that I enjoyed.
Okay, you gotta tell me one because the first one I read I was like,
Nemona's good.
None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell.
Okay, but I like Lisa Jewell, so okay. I think the first one I tried was Zodiac Academy book 1.
Oh, that was a mistake that you made.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll own it.
But Sarah J. Maas, I didn't like Akatar. Like by the time I got to book 2, I said, what the fuck am I actually still listening to this for? I'm not enjoying it. And then there's also a bunch of controversy around her. So that really gave me like the okay to just say, girl, fuck this book. And I don't have to read none of her stuff. Like, especially when it comes to you. I don't know if y'all heard, but essentially I did see it. I will have to go find it somewhere. She has used Breonna Taylor's death to promote her books and stuff. So I'm not with that. And so I was like, your books are not that great anyway. I'm not gagging. I'm not having a good time. If I'm gonna read a white woman, I'm gonna read a white woman that writes well. And
okay,
don't do it for me.
Since Isatta had that messy like Isatta, it's me.
That's fine.
It's me. My bad. Isatta had that messy like engagement with that. Have you guys, Lorrea and Shawndra, have you ever had like a messy kind of incident via social media because of a book you rated or didn't read or any of that?
Where you want me to
No,
start?
I mean, I get harped on all the time by Shawndra because I won't read fantasy, but I try.
That's okay.
Well,
it's not for
like
everybody.
a real, like somebody like coming for you.
That, no.
I just don't see it anyway. Like, why would they come for you? You're so sweet.
I got into it with this author. I didn't know this is before I started my bookstagram, so luckily. But I was in the urban fiction group. I didn't know she was one of the
You never know.
In the urban fiction group. I mean, it's okay if you're in there. I just didn't know you was an admin. So And I basically said, what the fuck was this shit that I just read?
Mm.
And me and the author kind of got into it back and forth in the comments because I was like, girl, this book is not good. But I mean, sorry, like you was asking me what was wrong with it, so I told you. The book wasn't good. You shouldn't have asked me what was wrong with it. First of all, I understand that authors are also readers, but authors do not belong in reader spaces. Sorry about it. I get it. It's or if you're gonna be in reader spaces as an author, if somebody is commenting on your shit, just ignore it. Act like you don't see it. You don't see nothing.
Look at y'all encouraging.
DL, yes, I have. Also, I had an author since I started doing
Yes.
the Fab or Flop Fridays. I rated her book a flop for good reason, and I was very nice about it, honestly, because what I really thought is not what I said. Because what I really thought is this is a watered down version of this, and she is a part of a publishing house that was known, and I'm saying this is a fact, not an allegation. She's a part of a publishing house that used to be known for telling their authors to study another author and try to write like them.
Oh.
This is not hearsay. This is the way they just used to work like that. So she wrote a series, and each book was like 150-ish pages. So I called it a snack. She responded. Now, I don't tag authors because, again, whether I like the book or I dislike the book, when I'm doing those videos, I don't want to tag the author because if you're friends with somebody who I rated their book a flop, you're now in a bad position.
There you go.
Even still, even if you're not friends with them, if I tagged you, now you feel awkward because, so I don't. So she went looking for this video because she didn't follow me and I didn't follow her. You went looking for the video, then got mad because you listened to it and didn't like what was said.
Or somebody messy ass sent it to her.
Could be too. And then also on Goodreads, because I rated it 3 stars, and I gave like
and you so generous with them 3.
Well, it was 2.5 actually, but I just called it 3 because it's Goodreads. I don't want to rate it 2 if I'm saying 2.5 because I know what that does for your ratings overall.
Right, yeah.
So now, Storygraph, I tell the truth on Storygraph because I can do it how I want to. So I put a review. None of my review had anything to do with what I thought the characters were doing, whether I agreed with the characters or disagreed. That ain't none of my business. That's them people's fictional lives. That ain't nothing to do with me. What I said was the book wasn't well thought out. It was not well developed. The characters had no backstory, no development, nothing at all. I didn't even talk about the grammar issues because, again, some authors, they can't afford it or sometimes don't think they need to pay for that. Cool. But for you to comment on my review and tell me, oh, from here on out, don't read my books. I said, well, if it's top 5, I'm going to be reading it for the purpose of this. Well, don't read mine. So sorry, you don't pay for my KU. Take it off KU if you don't want me to read it. Many authors have done it before. Many authors have done it.
So you specify the ones that you read for KU. Is there a reason why you chose that type of platform? Just out of curiosity.
So about 2 years, 2023, the summer of 2023 was when Siobhan Latrice first dropped the Crenshaw Kings. That matters because that's when I started noticing things. I was paying attention to the top 10 books because I'd already had my feelings about New York Times bestseller when I put 2 + 2 together and realized the name tells you what it is, so you shouldn't be that invested. So I was looking at the Amazon's top bestseller list and the thoughts started coming together, but I started noticing little things like if there was a book, there was a whole stepfather season, basically. Siobhan Latrice and Atisha Rayner had stepdaddy books that did really well. Yeah. And they were like number 1 and number 2 for a couple weeks. A month later, there were a series. It was like a slew of stepfather books. And I peeped. There were books that had specific words in the title. Present day, I'll use one word. So bad. Present day, the word menace, you'll see it pop up a lot.
Yeah.
We know why it started popping up a lot, though. And we ain't got to pretend like we don't know why. So I started noticing that then, but I didn't actually track it down. Oh, so there's a very popular series by Jack Wall J that did really, really good numbers. and it held number one. It's actually still, it really hasn't left top 50 at all, because every time there's anticipation on her coming out with a new book, people go back and they start from the beginning of the series. So the books make their way back to
They
the
come
top
back
of the
on the
list
charts.
again.
Yep.
So, and it's been a really good run for her so far, and people are trying to low key ride the
So,
coattails.
I get what you're saying. Okay. Thank you
So
for
there's
putting
a
that in there. Because
no
I'm like,
problem.
why? Tell me.
So I wanted to figure out what that was, what's causing this. So what I've discovered, and I have a tool that I use to research. So there's specific keywords that trend. If those keywords trend, I noticed that within 4 weeks, those books with similar keywords are now trending top 5, top 10. Now, you know how when Nicki Minaj gets to arguing with folks, she talks about stream farms. There's reading farms as well. And I chose KU just because KU was something a lot of Black indie authors use. And quite as it's kept, the African American, Black and African American urban fiction, and Black and African American romance are some of the most saturated genres in KU. And we say that we're still supporting Amazon. Well, for those of us who say we're still supporting Amazon, we say it's to support these indie authors and the KU. So if we're doing that, let's do it responsibly and see, are these people actually like taking advantage of us? Because you have people who will get on like 7 different social media pages and say, nobody's reading my books. I wish
Oh my
people would read
God.
my books. And then people go buy them. You have people who say, oh, well, my book has never been reviewed. And then they get sympathy that way. Then you have people who they know that this is a page for readers, but then they'll advertise their book in a fashion as though it's a book they're reading that they're enjoying, when in reality, they're just advertising their book. There's a whole bunch of things people do. In addition to having a circle of author friends and reading groups where you say, oh, my book dropped today, go download it and read it. Now, reading looks like me taking my time and flipping through or turning on my assistive reader so that it reads through the book and gives you your page count, which bumps you up on the timeline. This has nothing to do with how good the book actually is. This is all stuff I've learned within the last 2.5 months.
Okay.
So back then I decided I wanted to do it just because I noticed little things like if a book trended for like a month or two, people would have books with similar storylines and they'd say things like, oh, well, this is what's trending. And I'm like, that's called being a biter, but okay, we can call it what's trending.
Yeah. I think a
so-
lot of authors suffer from fan service.
Say it again.
A lot of authors suffer from fan service. Like they are writing things that are trending. They're writing things that they know that people like. Okay, I'm just using an example. So Jacquel and the Delgados and the Infernos, right? Side character, Goon. Everybody want to Goon to have a book. Now Goon's book is coming out in October. Not to say that wasn't already on Jacquel's list. However, actually, if we're being honest, it probably was not, because she has said herself, Capone was the only one that she planned on writing. She did not expect to write Capadonna, Capri, Quasim, all the rest of the shit. That was never in the original plans.
Okay.
Fan service and people wanting to know more about the rest of the family is how we got the Delgados and the Infernos. Capone was supposed to be the only brother we ever read. So I do think, and again, it's not a bad thing. If your people want that,
you give it to them.
Give it to them. If that's how you,
yes, that's why y'all here today, because that's what the people want.
Right, but also I think authors really need to be mindful to write the books that they want to write. You do not have to cater to. I don't know what I want. Readers do not know what they want. Half the time, I be hating insta love stories, and then all like Capone essentially was an insta love story. Okay, and I ate that shit up. Okay, so again, don't nobody know what they want. So don't feel like what. That's why a lot of books feel. There you go. They are following the trend.
Correct.
Read
A lot
it,
of
right
A
to the
lot
right.
of books feel like the same story, just in a different font. Following the trend is kicking some of these folks' ass. It gets boring after a while for some readers. Listen, if I never read another DID book, I'll be okay.
There's it's been real heavy for like the last year and a half.
Very heavy.
These BBW surrogate billionaire.
Yeah,
I am
I love
losing my
escape room.
mind.
The only series, like Karen, slaughter me, please. Okay, that's
Not
me.
sure what are we doing.
I love Karen Slaughter. Like, I haven't read them all. But like, I'm not a series girl. I'm too ADHD. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, what? You want me to go back in there?
That's another thing. Sometimes, again, you can't be listening to readers because sometimes I love a good series, and other times I'm like, God damn, you could have just put this in one fucking book. So
could have been one book.
Don't nobody know what they want. That's why you should just write whatever you want. You don't.
That's my point right there.
Fan service. It's never.
I think a lot of people are just at this point. So many people, it's their livelihood that they feel like they have to do what the fans want. And at this point, I'm gonna say, no disrespect, respect to the law, respect for the law, respect for the law, respect for the law, respect for the law. You don't need to force yourself to put out a book every XYZ months.
Listen,
you don't need to do it every XYZ weeks, because I'm going to let you know I am jackass number one who is going to, you put the book out today, it's finished in 4 to 6 hours. I annotated it, so it's not like I was rushing through. Okay. And I'm not going to ask you, because I feel like that's the only grace I actually give authors. You take your time to write because that's your job.
Right.
But please understand that if you rush yourself and you give me another book in 6 weeks, I'm going to be the one, if I read it and I'm like, oh, you could have kept that, I will say aloud, oh, she could have kept that. We ain't want that. I'm not going to tell the author because that's rude.
One of my favorite authors is Chevy Stevens.
Mm-hmm.
And I read one of her first books 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And she probably has 6 books total in her catalog. And they're all terrific. She probably takes 6 years to write a book.
Chevy Stevens.
Chevy
I don't
Stevens.
think I heard of
her
that
newest
person.
book just came out this month called The Hitchhikers. Her books are amazing. They're thrillerish. Yeah, and they're very good.
Okay, so I have a question. And I knew I could ask you guys because, you know, y'all like that romancy stuff. Is there a Black motorcycle club romance kind of book that's good? Like I know those are series because they go from like one member to the next, but is there one that's kind of good?
You said motorcycles.
Motorcycle club. I mean, maybe not motorcycle club. I mean, but not just a regular gang. But my sister reads these motorcycle club books, and there was one, and I was kind of interested in, even though the main character, female main character, just kept saying his name over and over again. Tate. My sister paid me, literally paid me to read that book. But I want to, I would like to read it from like, we got Black motorcycle club, so I was just wondering if it would be like a good read.
There are some.
You gotta have to say the Infernos or the Delgado.
Yeah, I don't want to suggest those.
I'm only gonna read the first one. It don't even matter.
There's a series I'm blanking on, but I bet you if I get on my threads and I ask them, they'll tell me. So,
okay. Well, do that for me, and I will share the thing. It was a couple other suggestions they asked last night. What did Candace say last night? I forgot, but that's what I wanted to know. Motorcycle series. Okay, Laura, what was the last 5-star book that you read? Lorrea. King of Ashes
by S.A. Cosby.
Oh yeah, I have never read one of his books, but it's coming. It's coming soon.
Yes, his books are great.
Isatta.
So my homegirl Jessica A. She just dropped a book called My Date with Javi. Full disclosure, I hate vampire books. Hate them.
Vampires.
I respect for the law, respect for the land. However, I grew up in the era of Twilight, Vampire Diaries, Vampire Academy, True Blood, Snooki Stackhouse. You see what I'm saying? I'm good.
I skip those.
So I read A Date with Javi by Jessica A. 5 stars, 5 stars. It is a novella, and I feel like the purpose of a novella is just to get a glimpse in time. Unfortunately, the way the girl writes, I call her a water-headed ass writing bitch, because why do I have a reading slump reading your books?
Mhm.
Because you know
Is
you
it
read
on
something and
KU?
it's good, and now you're like, something has to be this good or better. And unfortunately, that's not how the world works.
Is it on KU?
It is on KU.
Nice. Okay.
And it's short, but you're gonna be upset after because you're gonna want more. But she does have a whole series that was also 5 stars.
Okay. And so what was the name of it again? One more time.
It's called My Date with Hobby by Jessica A.
My Date with Hobby. Okay. King of Ashes, My Date with Hobby. All right, Shawndra.
I'm trying to see the last 5-star book that I read. I can't remember. Oh, I will say one of the books that I read for Black Book Bash I thought was really good. Unlikely Neighbors by Renee Daniel Flagler.
Okay.
I really did enjoy that. That was a romance novel too. Actually, one that was good and messy. She in the damn chat. DL White, Brunch at Ruby's.
And she be real
We
proud of
read that
herself
for book
causing
club,
problems.
right?
Huh?
We read that for book club, right?
No, I don't think we read Brunch at Ruby's. We probably read a different DL White book. I don't think we read Brunch at Ruby's.
Okay, I'm like, I don't know, because I remember reading about Ruby. I remember hearing about or seeing about her. Maybe we just talked about it.
I think you're thinking of Saving Ruby King.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
We read
Okay.
Saving Ruby King.
Okay. Oh, wait.
But Brunch at Ruby's by D.L. White was good. It was messy. Like, if y'all want some mess, I'm not gonna tell you nothing that's not like within the synopsis. Deborah done cheated on her fucking husband. That's some bullshit. Renee daddy, sick as hell. His ass got dementia. Maxine is the rich auntie type vibes, but she's kind of a bitch. Read it. Y'all would like it. Question, because it didn't get answered in the chat. Is YouTube gonna flag me if I like my blunt? If so, I could just wait. I was just asking.
I don't know what you're
I think
lighting.
we're too far in for it to, we're too far in for it to catch you right away. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
if
if you're lighting your cigarette, that's your business.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna over here if I have to.
I'm not monetized. They don't give a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, we want you to get there, so
yes, I'm on my way. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna realist. I know it's time for bed, y'all. Wait a minute. Okay, so we talked about aesthetic. We talked about it's crazy. Sometimes when I write my notes, I'd be like just writing, and then it'd be like, why did you write that down? I said something about the chia pet. Okay? So do you post just the good stuff, or do you also post like not just the good stuff? Like, do you talk about on your social media platforms like, I can't get into any other book, somebody dropped me a suggestion? Or do you only talk about, this book was phenomenal, da 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 da? Or do you really talk about the nitty gritty of like when you just don't feel like reading, when you can only do an audio, when life is so busy and you haven't picked up a book in 2 weeks? Like, do you open up about the like real part of it? Because that's what we do here. We talk about the real aspect of it all.
I don't say much on my Instagram or like in video form, but if you follow me on Threads, I'm almost always complaining about something. So I will be. I don't. Sometimes it's overwhelming. Like I have to tell myself, my God, today.
I'm sorry.
I know that's ridiculous. I didn't need to say that. I will tell y'all, like, I don't feel like recording shit. I don't feel like it. I'm not in the mood for it. Sometimes I will go in my phone and find a video that I recorded months ago and put something over it and just upload it to make it look like I am actually doing something over here. Now I don't too negatively review books on my page. The one time that I was about to, I forgot to record the video, and then I just didn't afterwards. But also, I mean, that book was kind of old, but I was about to get on there saying all types of crazy stuff about white people, so I was like, you know what, let me just not record this video. Although it's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna get into it. But yeah, I try not to negatively review them, but I will talk shit about you probably on Threads.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have one. That's why I felt like I would get myself in trouble because I say a lot of things and I mean them. And I'm like, I'm gonna get blocked by a lot of people. Let me just not get a Threads. And so I just, because by the time I record the video, I won't post negatively. I think the Fab or Flop is the most negative thing I've ever posted, and I'm still not being mean.
Right.
The things I say to my friends and the things I post, they're very different. Because when I say this book reads like you were reading this person's book and said, "Oh, let me try," and you failed at it. That's what actually I want to say. What I'll say is, "Oh, this was a really great attempt. However, unfortunately." You see how they're very different. Very, very. Yeah. So I don't have Threads because I'll be unfiltered on Threads. And if I record myself because I have to record it multiple times, I will water it down. So for the most part, I just post reflections based on books I enjoyed or if I'm doing tours or something. And then, but I really, really want to get into like posting rants and raves about books because I really don't like people telling me what I can and can't do. And if I want to rant about the book, I didn't tag you.
That is a great, listen, when I get in the shower and I'm done watching girl world content and I'm done watching, the things that I missed from TikTok, when I miss those videos and then I catch up on YouTube, right? Because I'm not on TikTok. But those next ones, that's what I listen to while I'm in the shower. I'm like, girl, tell me all about Hunting That Line. Because I ain't going to never read it. I ain't going to finish it. I'm like, ooh, tell me what else you hated about it, Cindy. Tell me what else you hated about it, I don't know. It's a good time. I think the messiest, I've been thinking about this. I think the messiest thing that it's ever happened to me in the book space, I am an admin for, what is it? The big one. Black Girls Read Books.
Black Girls Read Books too.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So I am an admin over there. And we used to do lots of like author discussions and stuff like that, right? And so we read 40 Acres.
That's exactly the book that I was about to talk about.
So we read 40 Acres. And one of the things that I noticed in the book is that even though, so the book is basically inverted slavery, right? Mm-hmm. Inverted slavery. One of the things that I noticed is that he spent a lot of time romanticizing the white women in the book and gave the Black women one line. And so every time we would, we were talking, I kept bringing it up. And I'm like, hey, you haven't answered my question. Quit ignoring me, And so I guess he didn't realize that I was an admin. So I like went back in and I pinned the comment. Like, bloop, it's on the screen. Answer my question. But then I went and looked and I realized that his wife was a Caucasian woman. And therefore, he was not going to lift up the Black characters and have a white woman as a wife, which, hey, love your wife. I'm not saying that, but you could have given the Black women a little bit more agency, a little bit more independence, a little bit more character, any kind of development, because these are their husbands and they're going on this trip. And it was just this whole thing. So I think that was it. And so afterwards, I got a message. I got a message from him and I was just like, oh. And basically he told me that I was being divisive and blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, I'm not being divisive. I just wanted to know why these specific characters did not have, any character development. So, but I'm not really as active in the bookish spaces anymore, but behind the scenes, right? Like we have a book club called The Dark Side. and we just pick a book, we read it, we do challenges and stuff like that. It's really fun, low stakes, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of like blunts and books, right? I should probably send those challenges over there to y'all too. Like a bingo board almost.
Yeah.
The ladies in the chat, Danny and Candace and Ray, they do a phenomenal job with the challenges and the points and all that stuff. So I might just start sending them over there to y'all too. Anyway, but the point is, I am in the podcast, in the planner community. And I just always be like, allegedly, I ain't gonna say no names, that kind of stuff, so that people don't come for me. But so far, nobody has, come this way, because we advertise that we messy, we ain't malicious. So messy, not malicious is a thing, right? I can be messy and talk about you, but I still love you, I still fuck with you, but
I wasn't talking to you. I was minding my business, and you minded my business, and that was your mistake.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm gonna have to make you guys come back to us, because this was fun. This was fun.
Like I just want to say thank you for the validation. I knew that nigga had to have a white wife. The way that I read that goddamn book, I had to know, because you got me so fucked up. I'm sorry. Let's end your show. I'm sorry, because he. What am I reading?
It was pretty bad,
I have another one that's very similar to that one. I have one, but
which one? So I'll stay away from it.
I'm gonna let you. So when I was 12, right? Because I've been reading for a very long time. A lot of us have. I was 12 years old, and my best friend in 6th grade, her name was Jessica Ebekwe. I say her government because we still cool. Jessica said, "Oh, you need to read these books. You need to read these books because they're so good. They're so good. They're so good." Because at that time, I was reading I was reading Sweet Valley Junior High, Nancy Drew, my regular suburban, So she was like, "Oh, you should read Fly Girl. It's so good. It's amazing. Blah 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 blah." Cool.
I love Fly Girl back then.
I read it. I read the first book. I was like, I don't like it. And she was like, "Oh, read the second one. She's grown up. This. So, full disclosure, I am Muslim, right? I call myself the worst practicing one, but I do my best. So I read the second one, and I was bothered by a few things, specifically the representation of a Muslim man, because that's not what the Quran says. And this was Isatta age 12, just so we're clear. So I finished the book, and I'm like,
you're talking about
Omar Tyree.
The second one,
Fly Girl and the Return of Fly Girl.
I don't even remember the Return of Fly Girl. Did I miss
it? It's for the
it?
best that you don't. It's for the best that you don't. So I read it, and I was like, I don't think he ever liked her. And she's like, yeah, it's just that, with girls, they always feel like da da da. And I'm like, no, he doesn't like women. This was a conversation we had age 12. I was 12 years old. From then, I never tell people, "Oh, read that." I felt, not gonna hold you. No disrespect, Sister Soldier. You have done a lot. But I'm not even gonna touch how I felt about Coldest Winter Ever. I was not a fan.
Midnight. Oh my God.
Now, sugar to my coffee, I enjoyed a little bit more. Is it creamer to my coffee? Milk to my coffee? Something to my coffee.
Milk in my
enjoyed that a bit more.
Milk in my coffee.
Milk in my coffee.
That's Omar Tyree.
That was Eric Jerome Dickey.
Yeah. I mean, Eric Jerome Dickey.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I felt like that then. When I tell y'all, I felt so validated. No disrespect to my second favorite Marine, because Storm is amazing and she's doing amazing things.
It wasn't even Storm's fault. It wasn't her fault.
Not at all. When I tell you, I watched that man spiral, and I said I was right.
Yep.
I was correct. And this was me at age 12. Y'all can't tell me nothing.
That interview was awful. That interview was a mess. And I remember.
And wait, for the record, you guys, they're talking about an interview with
Storm. Her name is Black Girl Tired Podcast, I think.
Yeah, and Eric Jerome Dickey, who was a staple.
Omar Tyree.
Omar Tyree. Sorry, y'all. Eric Jerome Dickey did. Sorry. Omar Tyree, who was a staple in the 90s, like early 90s, I want to say, in the Black reader spaces. Like, I mean, when I say staple, I mean staple. Okay, so sorry. Continue.
That interview was awful. And I tried earlier. It was either last year or this year. I think it was last year. Excuse me. I had this bright idea to do Throwback Thursday on my Instagram. So I was going to read the books that I grew up reading as an adult so I could talk about what I used to think, how I think about it now. My God, today, I got maybe 2 chapters into Fly Girl. I said, what the fuck is this shit that I am reading?
And it was like that then.
And I was trying to remember how I felt about Fly Girl then, because I can't recall, but I know how I felt about The Coldest Winter Ever. And I remember being in high school reading that and saying, this bitch is dumb. I'm not going to jail for no nigga.
Right. So Fly Girl, I read those like when I was like way, way, way too young, like borrowed them off my friend Mama's shelf. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It sounded good to us.
It did. And it was good because it was stuff that I wasn't doing.
Right.
It was like living vicariously through rich dummies. It taught us what not to do. No, I'm not gonna hunt you downstairs in your friend's basement. No, I'm not doing that. You know, like it was the only person that I have read and gone back from the 90s that I can still love is Elin Harris. And I haven't made it far through the series. I haven't made it far back through the series, but I've done the first 2 or 3. Invisible Life still holds up today. It is still quality writing. He respected the women. He respected the men. He used great language, great metaphors. All of it still passes by. You know what I'm saying? Like it still passes the vibe check. I want to read Genevieve again by Omar Tyree, and I'm just like,
Eric Jerome did.
Y'all know what I'm saying, but I'm scared.
No, it's good. I've read it within the past 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Eric Jerome Dickens' latter works unfortunately weren't it for me, but his earlier stuff still hits.
Yeah.
The later stuff I was like,
The Blackbirds till his dying day, that man and I had beef. It was vegan beef, okay? It was definitely vegan beef. But we had beef because why? You had a whole chapter, it was like a paragraph teaching how to do a dance that literally goes like this. Put your hand up, then you drop it. A paragraph teaching how to do YouTube. It's okay.
Disappearing Acts. I don't know why people said there was a love story. Baby, I bought all them books for a penny and never paid the penny. Okay. I ordered them from the magazine, 10 books from a penny and never paid the penny, but it was
I promise you, we was just talking about this because
Eric Jerome Dickens was a boy. Oh my God.
Earlier this year, I got to meet one of my favorite authors, Brenda Jackson. Yes, girl. Love her down. And I went in that lady face and was bawling like a damn baby. But I did tell her, your books are the books that like I grew up reading. Like I wish that I had the experience with all of my faves to meet them now and tell them like I was reading y'all shit back then. Do y'all know that y'all
you started this? You did this.
Y'all cultivated even like me just loving romance and all that other stuff. Like I don't know if any of y'all are any of y'all going to Black Romance Book Fest next year?
Next year, yes, girl.
I'm gonna try hard.
Yes, stay in the Facebook group, get your resale ticket. I I was invited. I will be. It hasn't been announced yet, so I'm gonna not say that part. But I will be there. I will be there, and it's gonna be a good time. But this year I also got to meet Beverly Jenkins because of Black Romance Book Fest.
You love her.
Yeah, she was just walking around like she's somebody auntie for real. Like she had her purse on, had her little jogging suit on, like
cigarettes.
Don't even realize that she is who she is.
Yeah.
And so
I want to meet Auntie Bernice.
Beverly Jenkins
Bernice McFadden.
Bernice McFadden, I think, is going to be there. Actually, Bernice McFadden was at
3Bs
Black Book Bash, and I was really pissed because her panel was the same time as mine, so I could not go see hers.
Auntie Bernice,
Beverly Jenkins, Brenda Jackson, Zane, Wahida Clark.
Wahida.
Black Romance Book Fest is going to have so many legends in the room.
Yeah.
If you can get a fucking ticket, get your ass to Atlanta and come to Black Romance Book Fest. Because
you remember you met Juwan while we were there, my berry bestie. Yes. So she already got the tickets. So I'm like, let me just borrow them. Your white best friend doesn't want to go, really.
I mean, honestly, she don't. Go ahead and buy them from you. I mean, she might, but
She don't want to
She
go.
might. She might.
I got Candace on Beverly Jenkins. I just made her read one of her books.
I
I
love
ain't never read one.
Beverly Jenkins. So I met her. So just so you guys know, real quick, not being funny, there are a lot of book festivals around. I love seeing that there are more book festivals catered around Black literature specifically.
Yeah.
Because the only one I remember is the one in Houston at the end of every October, which is the African American Book Festival that they have every year in Houston. It is free, just so we're clear. But there's a lot of free book festivals because I saw a lot of people upset that they couldn't get their ticket. Me being the absolutely insufferable human being that I am, realized that that was probably not the time to rub it in people's faces, though it might have been funny. You know, Shawndra, the way you just with your 3 books. Just kidding. But there are a lot of free events where you can meet. Like Beverly Jenkins, I met her for free at the Las Vegas Book Festival. And because her and Brenda Jackson are besties, they were there together. That was so cool. But there's so many free things that you just go to Eventbrite if you want to.
Eventbrite.
That's how I met Kennedy
Follow
Ryan last year.
people. Yeah, like follow people that follow your favorite authors because they are also going to tell you where they're going to be at. Follow people in your city. They know what's going on a lot of time. Like Atlanta, the Bookstagram girls in Atlanta, we have a whole Atlanta Bookstagram chat just so we can send each other stuff when there are authors coming to town. That is how I got to meet Brenda Jackson because somebody put it in the chat that she was going to be there. So
And
there
Jaleesa does
are
have that page. What's the name of Jaleesa's page?
Jaleesa. Book Me There.
Book Me There.
Book Me There is she always puts up stuff. If you tell her that you have an event coming, she's going to put it on the page. Yeah, it's a lot of, there are a lot of book events popping up now. So if there's one in your city, go to it.
Go and just meet them. I mean, Planner Babes, there's a correlation between Planner Babes and Book Babes. Most Planner Babes are Book Babes. A lot of them, because the Planner Babes we're getting older, a lot of us listen to audiobooks while we're planning. You get what I'm saying? Like we're doing the thing. I mean, Lorrea, you're a Planner Babe too. You're a Planner Babe. I remember. So it all works out. But I went to Clark Atlanta University. I didn't just go. I graduated. I graduated from Clark Atlanta University. I was an English major. We had those panels all the time. Not just us, but of course we had Spelman College and Morehouse College, and then we had Morris Brown. I did my senior paper on Pearl Clegg. She taught right there at Spelman. You know what I'm saying? Which I guess y'all might be a little young for Pearl Clegg, but it was a major experience, to have all of those people. What looks like crazy on a, ordinary day. I wish I had a red dress, like reading those books, meeting the author, talking to her, and being able to dive in. When you're in college, well, most of the time when you're in college, you're really in your nerd thing, right? So I'm a step back. So I get to nerd out with you guys and be like really nerdy about books and stuff. But, back then it's like, y'all want to be nerdy with me because I'm nerdy about books and we're all reading together and let's be nerdy together. So, it's so good to be able to meet them and interact with them, and just seeing how chill Desiree was when we went to the event, right? Like she's so chill. Got pictures with Nick Stone and Angie Thomas, and they're all so cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of authors are pretty chill and pretty cool.
And they are readers too, so they will be at these events.
Big readers.
And they know if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't be who they are.
Mm-hmm. Right. And I really, really love that. So I really wanted to talk to you guys about how you plan your content. And I think I know you said that you do like every Friday, you do your top 5. And then Shawndra's just kind of random. Lorrea, do you plan your content for the interwebs? Or do you just post what you want to post?
I used to be more planning. Like I used to do a throwback Thursday talking about books I had read before I started my, Bookstagram, book blog kind of thing. But now it's just whenever I'm reading a book, whenever I finish a book, whenever I think about it, because I'm just not as involved as I used to be with my full schedule. So.
Okay, because now you gotta work and be a mama to 3 children and be a wife and
Oh,
yeah, Shawndra, I knew
Bless
you
your
before you
heart.
was a missus. Oh,
Shawndra, did we speak at Desiree's event? I don't remember. Were you a
I
fairy?
don't remember. I was not a fairy.
she was a Catholic school girl.
I
I did see that.
I was in. I ended up being, I think, in School of Mythic. I was wearing black and white like School of Mythic anyway. So I went as a student. I wanted to go as a fairy, but girl, it was hot.
That's very hot.
It was
I just
hot.
kept saying the whole event. If they can wear wings, I can wear oxygen. It's fine. It's fine.
So next year, if y'all are fans of fantasy, there will be another event in Atlanta. It'll be the first year. It is October 25th through the 27th
My birthday time.
next year.
Oh, it's so
Uh,
many October birthdays.
it is Fan the A. It is going to be an event specifically for fantasy girls, black fantasy authors. There are a few authors that have been accepted already. I can't remember who. I'll have to go on the Instagram to see. But if you are into fantasy, you into Desiree and stuff like that, Fan the A is
Gonna be
going to
lit.
be next year. Yeah.
Gonna be lit.
Who has already been announced? For the fantasy girlies, Jessica Cage, Natavia, Blake Moore.
I know that name, Jessica Cage. I don't know why I know
Um,
that name,
Jessica
Yeah,
Cage is.
demon boyfriend.
Yeah, I accidentally hooked up with a vampire. I accidentally hooked up with those books. Tessa Stone is gonna be there. C.M. Lockhart. I'm trying to think
I
of names
love
that y'all.
her.
Nikki Clark is gonna be there. D.O. Howard. So yeah, there's gonna be some fantasy women's up in the building already. There's at least, I think that was like 15 people already announced. So
gonna
yeah,
be litty.
more to come. Follow the Instagram Faye in the A, FAE in the A.
Okay, so that just means for all the realists who are here and you're planning your stuff, go ahead, put it on your calendar for the top of next year, put it on your vision board, put it on your wish list. Go to a book event. Go
Yeah.
to a book event and have some fun. We're gonna get these help for some planners and we're gonna work it out. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna do it. I see Shawndra. And I know I got y'all. We're gonna make it happen. All right, you guys. So I do not have an update on the scammer that be scamming, other than she called herself not being on Substack no more, not doing her thing no more. But I'll get more details because I've been out of the loop on that.
She's
But
still on Instagram though.
Who's
yeah,
scamming?
Oh,
allegedly.
there's a lady who allegedly has very expensive but nice planners, right? And I'm talking $50, $300 for subscriptions. And she took these people's good hard-earned money, knowing that she was having issues with her companies and facilities that she was holding her items
No,
in.
we have debunked all that, baby. She
I'm just
didn't have
telling
no.
you what she has said,
Yeah,
allegedly.
no, she didn't pay them folk. The lady in my group and is selling her stuff out for the cheap.
See, and she decided to move from where she lived, her home in Tennessee, to Dallas, Texas, which was an expensive decision, but that's not my business.
And she was
And
asking
so
for people to help her move.
she said that she was not able to fulfill orders due to all the things going on with that man that's in that office right now. And so for that, she wasn't going to be able to fulfill orders. But you see, my thing is, if I've paid you my money, you at least have enough money to fulfill the orders because I purchased this thing. So if you don't have the money that I've already paid you, that means you use that money for something else, which is theft. It's not my problem. Anyway, she decided to change her page to lifestyle content. Why everything off her page that had to do with the fact that she was indeed a planner selling girly. And I noticed, and I'm not even in the planner space like that.
Exactly, right. And I'm like, keep
I was peeping. But she's on Instagram now. She has closed all her things. She has said that she's gonna try to find a way to settle, but we gotta understand because she's filing for bankruptcy and this is bigger than just a business. This is her life. And I'm like, I mean, if you work like $13 an hour and I have to stop and think that you charge $300, let's say a month for a subscription, you work $13 an hour. I got to stop and think how many hours you work to decide to pay that money. What do you mean this is your life? That's people's life, hard-earned money. Stop playing with people while you're out here making lifestyle content.
Girl, first of all, she stopped getting the items produced in November of 2024.
Well,
So she had them create, oh God, anyway, it's a lot, but she had them create samples of the product so she can keep showing them so people would continue to pay and not get it done. The people she owed a fulfillment center, she owed a holding center, she owed Lily Chin. Lily Chin said, "This bitch tried to make me lose my job. I need y'all to buy these boxes off me for the low. Lily Chin been selling them. We've been keeping up with it. People are getting their money back. People are getting their money back. But I'll have a better in-depth synopsis next week. Next week is also, sorry y'all, these are the church announcements. Next week there is the Wicked, I don't know what it's called, but the Copper Peony Co. is doing her Halloween thing. It is also Coco's birthday. So we'll be having a birthday party. And Sunday, I think she said that we could have a pajama party Sunday night. I think that's what she said. So on the podcast on Sunday, I think I'll be in pajamas just because. Also, so many advent swaps, so many advents. I bought a $15 advent, y'all. I put the thing in my stories. What else? Any more church announcements, y'all?
The church announcement.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Ashley, her page is Ash Reads Books, is the proprietor and the owner and creator and not a scammer of a book box called the Reader Book Box. Now, this is specifically for the people who like Black romance, who are also women or who identify as women, because it's catered specifically to Black women who want to see Black women in love. It is the Reader Book Box. It is now monthly. It used to be bi-monthly, and essentially you get 1 to 2 books, depending on how many books there are. There's usually a treat, amongst other things. It's usually curated around the book, and you now have special edition covers, and they're always signed, or there's at least a nameplate in it. The price varies based on whether you're going to do it monthly, quarterly, or annually. Of course, it is a Black woman-owned business. She has these cute little bags. There's a tote bag that I take in a lot of places with me. It's Jean. Mine is Jean anyway. And it says there may be books in here. Anyway, she has apparel. She has candles. She has bookmarks. And it's overall just a good time. So you can find her on Instagram, the Reader Book Box. You can find her website, Reader, READHER.
Read her.
Read her, but it's pronounced Reader.
Yeah. No, I'm just specifying it. Yeah.
So just so you know, if you are looking for something to purchase for yourself or for someone else, and usually in December she does Seasons of Giving. That's usually a good time. She either curates several, not I think last year was Naughty and Nice, and the books were either naughty or nice. And then the year before that, it was 25 Days of Christmas or 12 Days of Christmas, so it was 12 books. Then before that, it was specifically author-based. So it's overall a good time, and specifically for the women who like romance. Okay. Black romance, to be specific.
Period.
Okay. Can you tell us? Y'all have y'all things up there because y'all fancy. But Lorrea is at What You're Reading. Isatta is at Dear B Love Me. Shawndra is at Poppin' Pages, and you can follow them all on Instagram. Shawndra does a lot of stuff on Threads. Lorrea, you're not on Threads, huh? A little bit?
No, I'm also on Facebook at What You're Reading as well.
Okay, and she's also on Facebook. Isatta does her thing on Friday nights. Shawndra just be everywhere, honey. She have to put our stuff up there. Okay.
I'm also on TikTok.
Oh, and she's on the clock.
If you're excuse me, if you're in Atlanta, I guess this is my church announcement. If you're in Atlanta, Wednesday, October 15th, tickets go on sale for Pairing Pages. Casey Mills will be joining us. Pairing Pages, essentially we go wine tasting, we discuss a book, we take a bus up to one of the wineries. This time Casey Mills will be joining us, so we will be discussing You Could Do Damage 2. That is the follow-up to You Could Do Damage. You Could Do Damage 2 comes out this week, if I'm not mistaken. So go out, buy it, support her, read it, support a Black woman.
Mm-hmm.
That includes me. buy a ticket to the event, okay? Because we're trying to sell this thing out. And it's limited seats. It's 15 seats. So when I tell y'all on Wednesday that the tickets is available,
I just need you to make one more. Okay? Some of them be broke.
we'll see. I'm going to see if I can get more or get a bigger bus.
I'm just talking
but, no, I was already thinking about it. But we'll see if that depends on the demand.
On what the demand. Exactly. You got to get the people what they want. We had our first event this year, and baby, people was letting me have it. It was like, wait, that's it. I'm like, sorry, Charlie. That's cute. Parent pages. It is. In the chat, there are links to everyone's link tree, everyone's Instagram. Shout out to Candace and Danny and Ray for doing all those moderator duties. We appreciate you guys. Realist. I will be back on Thursday for real this time. I'm going to do the midweek check-in. My planner is not done. Can you believe it? Oh my God. I have not written in it. I have not done anything. So you guys will probably get tired of me being flooded this week, but we really appreciate you. You can follow me at Real Talk with Riri on Instagram. And you can join the Realist. You can buy me a coffee, me and Coco a coffee. Coco's birthday is Saturday. And yeah. Also, the Augusta Boo things are having the color party on October 25th. I think they said they had like 2 more tickets left. So if you are interested, you should go to that. I was not going, did not plan to go. And of course, I will be there. So I will be getting on y'all nerves over there too. So, we'll have 2 review events back to back. I mean, episodes back to back, but we still going to keep up with some mess. Give me one of them. Give me a snack. So I think that's it. If all hearts and minds are clear, we all clear? All right, y'all. Remember, we're going to keep it messy and never malicious. And I'll see you next week. Bye. Thank y'all so much for coming. We appreciate you.
Peace.
Thank you.
Real life, real fans with Riri and Coco. Messy, not malicious.
Oh, pause. What you want the emoji to be? A book. All right. Y'all, after the podcast is over, because y'all know I forgot. This is why I have a team of people. After the podcast is over, come back and drop some books. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share, and tell a friend to get the laugh that they deserve. Duh. Bye. Okay.
Real talk, real plans. Real life, real fans with Riri and Coco. Messy, not malicious. Our talk is just delicious with Riri and Coco.